When I go into the end zone, I hold on to the thing. Figured out the Cardinals in the second half on what looked like an upset alert.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen went into full superhero mode, jumping around, making plays, putting himself at danger, to be honest with you. Allen yesterday, first half, only threw the ball 5 times, had 76 yards. I was like, man, is this going to be the Bills without Stephon? Second half, he said, no, 13 for 18, 156 yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. Nick, we'll start with you. Can Josh Allen sustain this output? Unless you want to.
I'd rather start with Brew. I'd like to go last, if I may.
They are, unlike any other team I can think of in the league, I mean, they're like totally putting it on Josh's shoulders. We're a one-man show. I mean, that's really, obviously he doesn't play defense, but they got a defense. But none of the receivers are going to be, I don't think any of these receivers are going to have like humongous numbers this year. I don't think any of them are great number ones. James Cook is a good running back, not awesome. Like, it's all Josh. He scored all 4 of their touchdowns. 2 pass, 2 rush. He can keep this up. Now, obviously, you don't want him jumping over defenders all the time.
He's going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, but I do think he can keep it up. He only threw 23 times. 19, I think he was 19. Was he 19 for 23?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, so clearly they saw this last year. Over the last 5 games. He won't pass as much, but he can be more efficient. He won't make as many mistakes. He only ran 9 times, but he's going to be running it. It's similar to Lamar in a lot of ways. So I do think he can keep it up because their game plan is kind of little old school football, and I do think he can keep it up.
Yeah, he can sustain this output. It won't equate to wins.
Oh.
It won't.
Really?
No.
This is how they won last year.
It is. But when you look what you just said, when you don't have anyone else to kind of shoulder the load, like somebody has to start making plays. It cannot be, okay, Josh, do what you do. Mm-hmm. Because if that's going to be the case, it's going to be defenses is going to be, okay, we can't let him get outside the pocket. Mm-hmm. We're going to just give one-on-ones, matchups on the outside and see if these guys at receiver can beat us. We're not going to let James Cook get off. It's all Josh. You said it when you first started. It is all Josh. And I think it's great. It looks great. It feels good. Can they win some games? Absolutely. But this is unsustainable when you talk about stacking W's in the win column.
I think it's unsustainable when it comes to winning a championship. But this is why I picked them to win the division. Because for all my criticism of Josh Allen, he can do this. He can be like, I'll make it work, and I'll do. Now, even in this game, Wilds, you're concerned that he's going to get hurt. He came into the game with 1 less rap than he left the game with, and so like that, it is a concern. And I think the Bills are on any given game a super scary team. I don't think he can do this for 20 weeks, but as is always the case,
here we go.
People just can't help themselves when it comes to Josh Allen.
4 touchdowns, a lot of touchdowns.
And you know, our pal Rex Ryan put his foot in his mouth, so give me the board.
We don't need the board. We don't need the board.
What do you mean?
We don't,
I didn't realize that.
All right, I don't care about this. Listen, it's because you said that Josh Allen's the MVP or something. Josh Allen is the MVP right now. He is the best quarterback right now. I've had the best week 1. What he's asked to do is second to no one. Second to no one. Josh Allen is forced to go into beast mode every single game. And I've been saying this now since Thursday. Andy Reid is a magician at getting Patrick Mahomes easy layups. We saw Shanahan get Brock Purdy easy layups. Like, there's just, it's just so different when we see these great top-level coaches and with offensive weapons get easy layups. Whether it's LaFleur, whether it's McVay, Josh Allen never has it easy. Look what C.J. Stroud had to hand the ball off for Joe Mixon for 150 yards or whatever it was. I mean, it's insane. Look what Brock Purdy had with I can't think of his name right now. It slipped my mind. You know, who played for Christian McCaffrey. Now, he had 150 yards. Like, Josh Allen never has that. It's always just Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen, and it's remarkable. It's remarkable. It really is absolutely remarkable. It's just, and I feel bad because I just think that I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable to do this for 20 weeks and win a Super Bowl, like Nick said. That is where me and Nick are in agreement. But to me, the fact that Josh Allen does this and is asked to do this is why he should be not receive the levels of criticism that he gets, or blame that he gets for not winning a Super Bowl, because it is not on Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes on Thursday was able to throw to wide open guys. Jalen Hurts had some wide open guys from Kellen Moore. Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy had that offense humming. Josh Allen is just never given that opportunity. And it's frustrating to see, honestly, because I truly believe that we are being robbed of greatness of Josh Allen even more than he already is. I really do. I really feel that way. In a lot of ways, I think that's kind of happened what happened with Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers was able to be actually with another GOAT coach, if he was able to have an opportunity with Andy Reid, McVay, Shanahan, and the other great offensive coaches of that time, it changes the career. It changes your career. It changes your level of accomplishments, of what you're able to achieve. I used to leave the door open where I said, I'm confident. I'm very confident that if Josh Allen was drafted by the Chiefs, he would have 2 Super Bowls. I left the door open to say I don't know if he would have the same number of Super Bowls as Patrick Mahomes, because I do think Patrick Mahomes is an all-time great. This is not meant to take away anything from Patrick Mahomes. Let me say it one more time. Patrick Mahomes is an all-time great. It is indisputable. But now, when I see games like this, I think to myself, oh yeah, if Josh Allen was with the Chiefs, he absolutely would have 3 Super Bowls. And quite frankly, maybe 4. Maybe 4. Maybe he would have been able to win against the Buccaneers, despite having a great offensive line, because of things like this. Because of what Josh Allen can do this. Josh Allen is a tank. It's unbelievable. He's a tank, and he can throw. And he's got a cannon. And he's accurate. And he's smart. Josh Allen with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, my God, forget about it. And Andy Reid, what are we talking about? Just beast mode. Just insane. Just truly insane. And I just wish the Bills could get this right, so we could truly see what Josh Allen can do. And I'm just so afraid that we're just going to get a shortened career of Josh Allen because of the physical toll that he's taking. And he's not going to change his game. At that point, we just know it. He's just not. It's just who he is. It is who he is to the core. And that might be his one drawback, is that he doesn't appear to be the most adaptable quarterback. And that is credit to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is incredibly adaptable. Incredibly adaptable. But I think Josh Allen also just does what he does because he just knows what he needs to do to win. And this is what he needs to do to win. He needs to lay his body on the line. He needs to just go all in 100%. Whereas some of these other quarterbacks don't need to do that. Patrick Mahomes doesn't need to lay his body on the line. Lamar Jackson did against the Chiefs, and we saw how that looked. That wasn't sustainable to me either. And yet it still wasn't good enough. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see where the Bills go from here and where Josh Allen goes from here. Just honestly, every game when I watch Josh Allen, it's just holding your breath. Because you're just like, oh my God. I mean, you're both like, oh my God, that was the most amazing play I've ever seen. And you're also holding your breath because you're like, oh my God, please just get up. Please get up. Please, is your wrist okay? What's wrong with your wrist now? Is your knee? What's happened to your knee? Your foot now? You're limping? Like, is your hip? Like, oh God. Like, it's uncomfortable to watch. You're like, God, can you please just protect this guy? So, yeah, I mean, just a beast. You just can't say enough positive things. And that's why it was funny. Dan Orlovsky was just like, he was saying it sarcastically where he's like, overrated. Because it's the fact that anyone could see this and say that Josh Allen's overrated. The dude is the only quarterback in the NFL that is consistently asked to put his team on his back and who consistently succeeds and carries his team to high levels. losing to Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs is in no way an indictment on how good you are as a quarterback. Not at all. Not at all. But I think, Nick is going to do his quarterback mountain or whatever today, and I know he's going to have Mahomes to the top, but it shouldn't be. It should be Josh Allen. I'm not saying that Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL. I'm not saying that Josh Allen's the best quarterback for the last 5 years, whatever it is. But if we're going from season to season, and each year is a complete blank slate, Josh Allen. It's indisputable. If people had no idea who any quarterback was, zero idea, zero sense of accomplishments, we knew nothing about anything, and it was a complete blank slate, and we watched week 1 and we said, who would we pick for quarterback? You would be absolute insane to not pick Josh Allen as your number 1. You would be lying, and you would be using the bias of the knowledge of previous years to guide you. It's Josh Allen. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What did you guys all think about Josh Allen and the Bills win versus the Cardinals? Do you think that Allen can sustain this output, and do you think that this is conducive to winning? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.